Hi there, and welcome to Surviving Mars Green Planet Edition. My name is Bert, and today I would like to try and beat the game at the hardest difficulty setting of 1075%. And I would like to add some of my own rules to make the gameplay even more interesting. To get to the 1075%, you need to pick the Paradox Interactive mission sponsor, the futurist commander profile, a random colony logo, a hard mystery, I picked The Last War, and the 10 game rules that make your life on Mars a living hell. One of my extra rules is no rivals, because rivals in this game are not really competitors. Because you can trade with them and exchange technologies, or you can even steal from them, and when you're low on resources, that makes the game a lot easier. On the other hand, if you play with rivals, it's a bit harder to get all the milestones, but in the end, having competitors or rivals makes the game a lot easier. So to make it more interesting, we're going alone to Mars, and if our colony fails, then we're game over. I'm gonna add another rule, that's no landscaping. Landscaping and terraforming are not the same thing. I'm gonna terraform Mars, but I'm not gonna use the landscaping toolset like ramps and flattening. And that makes it a lot harder because you will need tunnels to go to different sections of a map, and that will take a lot of resources, which you don't have because you're playing at the hardest difficulty level. Another rule I would like to add is, or two rules maybe, is no scrubbers and no molehole mine. The mid to end level end game is a bit boring because the threats will and disasters will decrease and your resources will increase, and at some point you're really rich and you basically cannot fail anymore. So to make it more interesting and more survival journey, I would like to skip the scrubbers and the molehole, and that will make our mid to end game a lot more interesting, if we manage to get there in the first place, of course. I'm gonna take one orbital probe, some electronics for sensor towers, machine parts for a concrete extractor, one drone, one RC commander, so we'll have 5 drones in the beginning, an RC explorer and 6 buildings. I like vaporators because they make you water independent. Fewer refineries you will need because you need a lot of fuel to terraform Mars. And Stirling generators, I love those, but they're really expensive. The coordinates of the hardest map or most difficult map is 41 north, 111 west, with only a few resources, and especially concrete is gonna be a problem. I think we're ready to go, so let's start the game. And before I'm gonna land the rocket, I'm gonna pause the game. That's always a good idea. Before you do anything, just hit space. As you can see, this map has a lot of different sections, about 6 in total, because these are separate sections. You cannot cross with an RC commander from here to there. There are two spots on 100% height, over there and over here. And over here you have a spot with a vista and a lot of resources at 100% height, which is great for your wind turbines. So we're gonna land over here. But before we're gonna do that, I'm gonna set some scanning and yeah, I played this level before, so I kind of know where some of the research is located. Do I like this? Maybe do it like this. We need to set some research. I'm gonna start with the extractor amplification because we're gonna boost the concrete extractor. And what else do we need to do? We need to send in some pods because we need a transport to collect some metals. And I'm gonna bring another RC Explorer, and the Explorer I will land over here, so we're able to scan the anomalies over here, because we won't have enough concrete, metals and machine parts to build a tunnel, and tunnels are really expensive. So by landing an Explorer here, we're still able to scan the anomalies. I brought one probe and I'm gonna scan this sector. And as you can see, we have one anomaly, and more important, some metals. And based on the metals location, I'm gonna position the rocket. So the drones commanded by the rocket can still access these. I'm gonna build sensor towers. Because sensor towers increase the scanning range or the scanning speed. I would like to see if they can reach both. Yes, not completely. Maybe over here. Let's check it again. It can be here. Let's put you over here. And let's increase the priority. We want to our drones to build these sensor towers first. And one over here and one over there. That makes 5. I can already position the dome because over here there is some concrete, so we're gonna put the dome close to that. And we need a location to build the refineries. And I'm gonna build it around here. Not too far from the dome, not too far from the rocket. And if I put a heater here. Later on I can cover both the dome and the equipment over here. We cannot build that yet. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else we need to do? We set the research, the scanning. Nope. So we can land the rocket over here. And start building our colony. As soon as this one walks out, you can access your inventory with evaporators and stuff like that. We're gonna send you over here for some scanning. And we're gonna wait until you unload all your drones. I'm gonna rename our first drone. It's gonna be our one-man army, and he will become very important in the future and life-saving, or maybe not. I'm gonna send all the drones to the rocket to be commanded by the rocket, because the rocket has a much wider area of drone control than the RC commander, and that's what we really need right now, because we want to build the sensor towers first. They have their orders, and now I'm gonna set up this. This circle is not a dust circle because evaporators don't produce dust. It's the moisture circle, and if you put them too close to each other, they interfere with each other and they lose part of their ability to produce water, about 40%. So you need to make sure they're apart from each other, especially in the beginning. You could also build them in rows, but then you have to take into account the water loss. So I like to keep building them apart across the base. We need some Sterlings to power it all, and then increase the priorities. And there they go, running. There's the first sensor tower. And there we go, within half a sol we're already up and running, and that's absolutely great. Gonna put down some depots and a food depot was near an entrance. There are the pods. I'm gonna land only the transport. I'm gonna wait with the RC Explorer until the moment he can be of use.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
He can pick up the electronics and then dump some of the metals over here, because we can build this guy. You don't want to build it on the cold, because then it will require extra energy. Gonna do it like that, and let me see. Gonna need to increase the priority. And we need some dumping sites. All right, you're at high priority. Okay, now you have 3 metals and 3 electronics left. I can move you over here. I'm gonna assign this drone to the RC commander and then move him over here, while the rest is building this. Drone prototypes. We are getting a
Sector scanned.
event. 𝐒𝐚𝐸 Robotics, a cutting-edge tech company specializing in military and medical automation, are pushing to expand their resume with robotics as well. As a means to propel their ambitions into the new field, they've made a drone prototype similar to the ones we use here on Mars. And what better location to showcase the feasibility of their drones than the surface of another planet? If we accept their offer, they will provide us with a free batch of 8 drones delivered via a supply pod. Reject or accept? I think we're gonna accept drones. We could use them, but I wouldn't be surprised if most of the drones explode in our face. I'm gonna pin this one and this one, so I can see whether they need maintenance or not. As you can see, I paused the game a lot, especially in the beginning, because the more time you lose, the lower your milestone score. I want to get all the milestones and a great high score, so And it's also easier to build when the game is on pause. I could slow it really down, but there we go. And the final one over here. And then we have 5 sensor towers spread over the area.
Anomaly analyzed.
We have a lot of tech probably.
Barren environs.
That's great. We really like this one. Uh-oh.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
We have one failing drone. Let's get rid of that. Alright. You can collect some medals and you can move back to this position where you can reach basically everything. Uh-oh. You could also get these.
Breakthrough discovered.
We have our first breakthrough lake vibrators. That's a great one. You don't need water to water pumps and stuff like that to provide lakes with water, and that makes a huge difference. We have some metals left over here. Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing to build some. Recharge points. We're probably a bit close with the. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can put it here. And then they won't dust each other. That's perfect. You can scan these. And we have another drone failing. At least we get some materials out of them. So. Is there something to do for you? Not at the moment. Okay.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Now we can
Anomaly analyzed.
land this one. Drone prototypes. Our drones have begun malfunctioning all around the base, far from normal. We suspect that bad software from 𝐒𝐷 Robotics drones has propagated to all our drone controllers. Oh no. 𝐒𝐷 Robotics has dropped their usual smug attitude and are apologizing profusely. They assure us that they are fast at work to remedy this. Urge them. Yes. There we go. You can go over here. Now I kind of have to watch this explorer because there's so many dust devils around here. It ain't even funny anymore. And another one bites the dust.
Breakthrough discovered.
Dry farming, another breakthrough. I would like to research these first. Because we have researched 2 breakthrough technologies and then we get free supply pods, and I want to have those supply pods as soon as possible. I'm gonna park you over here. There's not really a safe space, just like in real life. Dry farming is a great one as well. It's also got to do with water. Another one bites the dust. Can I see those buildings? Drones. You cannot see the individual drones. Well, you got still 9 drones, so that's good. Your drone is gone. That's what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost 5.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Great dust storm approaching.
And there we go.
Milestone achieved.
A lot of things happening at the same time. We have another drone failing. And we have a dust storm coming in. It's an early dust storm. Launched the rocket. That's another milestone achieved. That's great. This is pretty risky, but it looks like they're moving away. And then you don't pay attention for 30 seconds and then they turn around. More trouble over here.
Anomaly analyzed. Research complete. Milestone achieved.
There we go. That's one. Let me see, are we gonna do that one first or this one first? Maybe that one and that one. Yeah, sure. And another drone. Well, they all give extra medals, so I'm happy with that. There we go. We have the research breakthrough at 𝐒𝐔𝐑𝐕𝐈𝐕𝐈𝐍𝐆. That's great. And the first mission goals. 3 supply pods. That means we can send in some stuff. Yep. we want that one and that one, and then we go down that tree. A patch is ready to be downloaded from 𝐿_GLOW Robotics service, carrying with it promise of fixing the mess that brought upon us with the previous version of their drone software. Let's hope they got it right this time. They have offered 8 more drones as compensation for our troubles. Goodbye and thanks for all the drones, or we prefer to get I think we like an RC commander extra. Now the question is, where should I put the RC commander? Because if I land a colonist on Mars by Sol 15 and I get a jumper shuttle, I could use the RC commander to gather medals. Like you have 133, put them on a depot and let them be transported do I need an extra RC commander over here? I think I'm gonna just drop them over here. Now I'm gonna hide you for the dust storms, but I'm also gonna strip you of all your drones. All of them? Yeah. Oh, you already have. Okay. Maybe give you one over there. So if the explorer here gets caught by a storm, I can still repair it. That would be nice. Now we have these.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
You can analyze this one and get back. How are we doing? Yes.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Perfect. And get back here.
The odd composition of the debris collected from the anomaly site has proven to be an uncrackable riddle for our science team.
Okay. We get a genius applicant on Earth. That can be good news. But if the genius is a tourist or has too many flaws, then I'm gonna leave the genius behind, because it won't produce research, because it's gonna be unhappy all the time. We are going to need to shut this down due to the great dust storm, but the concrete extractor can continue its work. You could join over here. Gonna shut you down. Gonna shut you down. And I'm gonna close you guys. And then we're basically prepared for the dust storm. Now, we're gonna put in some switches. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Hi there.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
That sounds like a job for you. Okay, the rocket is back, so we can send in some new folks, or the only folks, because we can only bring people once because of the last arc rule. So hopefully we have a good set of colonists and a genius, and we're gonna find out in the next episode. I would like to keep the episode around 45 minutes to an hour. So we had a successful first 8 souls, and I hope you like watching it, and I hope to see you next time. Alright, bye!